It's Friday, November 20, and this is your Barbados Today Evening News Update. So glad you could join us. Primary school principals have had enough, and they want solutions to a number of critical issues. Today, President of the Association of Public Primary School Principals, Dr. Hyacinth Harris, called for urgent talks with the Ministry of Education. Delivering the President's remarks at the Association's annual general meeting this morning at Solidarity House, Dr. Harris said principals are facing several challenges.
As it is now, a permanent solution for the operations of typists in the schools has not yet been provided, even though we have indicated that the temporary proposal that ACT provided in October 2019 and which was instituted in January 2020 could not be sustained. This, along with the additional challenges that continue to be presented, is taking an inordinate amount of time to be resolved. With the commencement of the Michaelmas term, 2020 to 2021, several schools were unable to reopen to allow the full complement of students to access a 5-day week of face-to-face teaching. This is always a concern because of the limited building space. To cope with this predicament, many schools either opted for using multi-facilities or blended teaching and learning. The latter, no doubt, has been to the detriment of numerous students who are unlikely to complete all the units in the various syllabi as they would under normal circumstances.
Dr. Harris also highlighted the lack of staff at schools as a troubling issue.
As was indicated before the start of this current term, the reduction of class sizes to accommodate physical distancing would automatically mean an increase in teaching staff for the face-to-face mode. Clearly, classes cannot be combined under the existing COVID-19 protocols. Hence, any absences among teaching staff automatically translate in some teachers losing their non-teaching periods and/or principals returning to the classroom to perform the duties of teacher.
In other news this Friday, there's word that Prime Minister Mottley will meet with unions and officials from the tourism sector tomorrow. It comes after former workers of Club Barbados disclosed that a meeting today with the Barbados Workers' Union did not go as they would have liked. More in this report from our Kareem Smith.
Former employees of the Club Barbados Resort and Spa say they're no closer to knowing exactly when they will receive thousands owed in severance, even after extended talks with BWU General Secretary Tony Moore. This time they vented here at Solidarity House over a proposal that would leave them at the mercy of the NIS as they seek to recoup their money.
So we don't have any more information than what we had on Tuesday. The union is supposed to have a meeting with the key players in the sector and they will get back to us on. So I can't tell you none different, I don't know. I'm still at the same position that I was on Tuesday.
Haven't met with Ms. Moore and the BWU. I mean, are you feeling any more?
No, I feel the same way. Feel the same way, honestly. I ain't feel it waiting for them because you're waiting with the mother. Don't want you to mother more again. Don't want you to be silent. But we waiting and nobody ain't doing nothing. That's why you're hearing is wait. It can't work. All of them money still coming in, you know. Them bills get paid, them children get feed, them everything, them good. It can't work though.
Right now, how it looking? NIS will go up here. We can't pay NIS because, as I tell you, my bills marked due for disconnection. I want my money.
Prime Minister Mottley has been appointed to co-chair the One Health Global Leaders Group on Antimicrobial Resistance, AMR, along with Prime Minister of the People's Republic of Bangladesh. The appointments took effect today and will run 3 years. Speaking at the United Nations press conference today, Mottley said AMR is an issue that must be addressed.
Antibiotics and similar drugs such as antifungals, antivirals, and antimalarials together, called the antimicrobial agents, have been used, as you said, for a while and have threatened now, if we don't get this correct, to reverse a century of medical progress. The systematic misuse and overuse of these drugs in human medicine and food production have contributed to this rise in antimicrobial resistance, or the ability of a microorganism to stop an antimicrobial from working against it. In simple language, for us, this threatens the effective prevention and treatment of an ever-increasing range of infections and is reducing our ability and the ability of health systems to protect vulnerable patients at the very time when we are more conscious of the need to protect all human beings as a result of this pandemic. AMR also reduces our capability to protect the health of animals and therefore also threatens safe and sustainable agriculture.
One of Barbados' youngest environment protection advocates is calling on residents to be more responsible about how they dispose of their garbage and they treat the environment. Outspoken 11-year-old Maria Marshall had a special meeting with Prime Minister Mottley on Friday at Ilara Court, where she chatted about some of her plans to help the country fight issues relating to climate change. This came a day after a UNICEF Voices of Youth video interview of her with UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador Orlando Bloom was shared a day ahead of World Children's Day today.
This experience this week was truly something that I never thought I'd meet Madame Mia Mottley. I've only read about her in my social studies notes. This is a very honourable place to be.
Thank you, my dear.
In terms of the environment, we need to protect it. There's only one and we rely on it to keep us afloat.
Prime Minister Mia Mottley chatted with Maria and shared some song advice.
You know who you remind me of?
No, I don't.
You remind me of Rihanna.
Thank you.
You know, your confidence, you understand, more than anything else, because as long as you believe that you can do something and you work hard towards it, you can get it, you know that?
Yes.
And secondly, when you're doing it, always remember to take care of everybody else around you, correct?
Yes.
You know the golden rule?
Well, the golden rule that my mom tells me to do is always think of other people and to make sure that you are helpful to other people, make sure that people can understand, well, you can always assist this person, or because they assist you, you can assist them. Exactly.
And that's why you hear me say all the time a number of things, because I want to be able to reach you as much as I want to reach John and the PS and all of these journalists in here. And that's why I try to keep it simple so that everybody can be on the same page. So when I say the golden rule and what your mom told you, that's the same thing as do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So we treat everybody, we spend a moment to think about everybody. Because no matter how strong we are, no matter how good we are, we don't live alone, correct?
Yes, we definitely do not live alone.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news now, in Jamaica, the 5-year-old boy who was mauled by dogs have been flown to the United States for emergency surgery. Giovanni Dennis of Television Jamaica has the story.
The emergency procedure is being facilitated by a group of Jamaicans.
A group of surgeons from the Montefiore Hospital in New York reached out because they had been approached to try and save Michaeli Allen's life. Unfortunately, Michaeli needs urgent treatment in order to avoid a life-threatening infection, and the kind of surgery that he needs is unavailable currently in Jamaica.
Further afield in the United States, President Donald Trump's desperate bid to overturn the November 3 election result was dealt another blow today after it was announced that he had lost Georgia, while the winner, President-elect Joe Biden, filled more jobs in his incoming U.S. administration. More in this report from Reuters Television.
I live by the motto that numbers don't lie.
Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who calls himself a proud supporter of President Donald Trump, confirmed on Friday that his preferred candidate did not win the state's electoral votes after Georgia conducted a 6-day, painstaking hand recount of ballots cast in the November 3rd presidential election. The audit, launched after unofficial results showed President-elect Joe Biden leading Trump by about 14,000 votes, ended with Biden winning by 12,284 votes, according to data from Raffensperger's office, marking the first time a Democrat has flipped Georgia blue since 1992.
The numbers reflect the verdict of the people.
Raffensperger formally certified Biden's victory on Friday. Trump has claimed without evidence that there were widespread irregularities and fraud in Georgia and other states he lost to Biden.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.